You, my friend, are a window cleaning machine, and you do not want to be inefficient. When cleaning windows, you're attached to a water-fed pole, and your pole makes a huge difference to your efficiency. You are only as good as the pole you use. Welcome to another Reach It workshop. If I asked you to visualize a piston in action, I think you'd immediately think of an internal part of an engine where effort is transferred in a single direction, up, down, in, out, over and over again. And if I asked you to visualize a drive shaft, I think you'd think of the underside of your vehicle. There's a steel rod with a gear head to the diff, transferring a rotating effort from the engine to the axle, which rotates as a result of the engine revolutions. Now, if I asked you what would be the benefits of a flexible piston or a flexible drive shaft, you'd say none. Effort or energy would be lost in the flexibility instead of achieving the maximum power to the target, because it's a machine and machines should be efficient. And so it is with you when cleaning windows with your water-fed pole. The water-fed pole is effectively a piston between you and your brush. You are the machine, pushing the pole as a piston to the brush, up and down on the glass over and over again. And when you want to swivel the brush to maximize your efficiency, your water-fed pole acts as the drive shaft so you can swivel the brush. Now, if your pole is rigid, the thrust is being transferred directly through the pole to the brush. You get maximum results with minimal effort. And when you twist a rigid pole, the brush swivels precisely for your maximum efficiency. Now, if your pole is flexing, some of your effort is lost in the flex. The more the pole flexes, the more effort is lost, and your brush accuracy is much reduced, meaning you take longer to clean every window. This loss of accuracy becomes a real time loser when you're wanting to place the brush in a certain place on the window, like when cleaning the corners of the windows. This involves placing the brush into the corner, rotating the brush through the corner so the debris like dirt and spider nests are dislodged and are flushed down the window in the rinse water. Sometimes a pole is so flexible that we see the operator literally fighting the pole to get it to clean the window. Often in this case, the operator will bash the brush against the window frame like that to get it to stop the brush's sideways movement. This use of the frames as a barrier is just not necessary if you have a rigid pole. So how does this affect you as a window cleaner? Well, the more your pole flexes, the slower you'll clean. Now, when cleaning at extreme heights, we need even longer poles. The longer your pole, the greater the load on the pole. This load is even at its greatest when the brush and the pole are coming down the window, and at some point you want to change the brush direction to go up the window. This is when you must have an even more rigid pole made from higher grade materials. But we're going to cover that in another topic. I do want to share an exception when, in my opinion, a flexible pole is actually an asset compared to a rigid pole. It's when you're cleaning the underside surfaces like fascias or ceilings. In this case, a flexing pole can be quite handy, as you can use the flex in the pole to create upward force for the bristles on the downward facing surface. Now, to summarize, the function of the pole is to put the water-fed brush on the glass. If you think about it, the pole replaces the ladder, not the squeegee. The water-fed brush is the tool that actually cleans the glass, so it delivers the greatest advances in efficiency for a window cleaner. So it's better to have a faster brush on a lower grade pole than a slower brush on a higher grade pole. Either way, you are the machine behind the pole, and with the right tools, you can clean windows even faster. If you enjoyed this Reach It workshop and you want to get notifications as we release each new topic, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/future of cleaning. This topic is also available at Reach It Workshop podcast and as a downloadable PDF for your training manuals. That said, we'll see you soon in the next Reach It workshop.